Taxi operator charged for murdering Berrin St. Catherine security guard. A 35-year-old taxi operator has been charged for murdering and burning a security guard in St. Catherine earlier this month. The accused is Paul Drummond, otherwise called Chris. The St. Catherine North Police charged him on Wednesday with murder, misprision of felony, which is failure to report a crime, accessory after the fact, and unlawful burial of a dead body. The deceased is 33-year-old Kevin Anderson from Fraser's Content in St. Catherine. Anderson was last seen alive about 8 p.m. on May 1 in his community. He never returned home and a missing person report later filed. An investigation was launched and Anderson's body was found in a shallow grave on May 9. Drummond was later arrested. June 14 hearing date for a St. James man on 2/2023 murder charges. The St. James Parish Court has set June 14 as a committal hearing date for Nigel Madras Bailey, the man charged with the 2023 murders of Kemar Henry and Owen Morris, to determine when his case will go before the St. James Circuit Court. Bailey, who is of Brickasset address in St. James, was remanded until he made his latest appearance in court on Wednesday before presiding judge Letitia Flitcroft Hilton. During Bailey's brief appearance before the court, the prosecution indicated that a hearing date could be set for his matter to be heard and that a date could be set for document bundles to be submitted to defendant's lawyer, Henry McCurdy. Following further discussion, the judge stated that Bailey's next court date for June 14 and remanded him until that time. You'll be coming back to court on June 14, 2024. June 14 will be the hearing of your matter of both matters. Bundles are to be served on or before the 31st of May 2024, stated the judge, referring to the latest date by which McCurdy is to receive the document bundle regarding his client. Bailey's 2 murder charges were previously laid against him concerning the October 24, 2023 murder of Owen Morris and 41-year-old chef of Tank River address in Cambridge, St. James, and the December 10, 2023 slaying of Kemar Henry, otherwise called Brocky and Diamonds, of an anchovy address in the parish. The allegations relating to Morris' killing are that on October 24, the now deceased man was standing at a business establishment in the Cambridge community when a white Toyota Fielder motor car approached. Bailey and another man armed with guns alighted and opened fire at Morris, hitting him all over his body. The men escaped in the waiting motor car, and Morris was assisted to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Regarding the death of Henry, the allegations are that on December 10, he was among a group of people in the Anchovy community when they were approached by men traveling in a Toyota Axia motor car, Bailey reportedly being among them. It is further alleged that Bailey and his accomplices exited the vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting Henry in the head before making their escape. The police were summoned and Henry was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Bailey was apprehended by the police during an operation in Kitson Town, St. Catherine on January 4 this year. He was subsequently charged with murder pertaining to both men. Bailey's first appeared before the St. James Parish Court on January 31st in relation to Henry's murder and on February 16 in relation to Morris' murder. During his court appearance on January 31st, Bailey was denied bail by Judge Sasha Marie Ashley, the presiding parish judge at the time, on the grounds that he was a potential flight risk as he was found by the police in St. Catherine more than a month after Henry was killed. Bunting calls on Minister of Education to address dilapidated state of Manchester School. People's National Party representative for Manchester Southern, Peter Bunting, says the deplorable condition of the classrooms at the Prattville Primary School pose a risk to students, even as he called on Education Minister to swiftly address the issue. Prattville Primary is located in southern Manchester. Bunting, who was among volunteers at the school on Labour Day, said classrooms at the institutions are dilapidated. We contributed cement for the Labour Day project to do patching in the schoolyard. We also got an opportunity to do a tour of the facilities, the dilapidated state of the plant and building. Some sections, particularly the infant school section, it looks like Chichi alone is holding up the partitions and some of the doors, he said. He said the school needs extensive repairs. In the main block for grade 3, 4, 5, and 6, the corrosion in the steel structure is reaching to the point where the actual load-bearing capacity of these beams and columns must be in question. Grade 6 is a disgrace. The roof is leaking. In fact, the school have had to remove from those classrooms for the last 2 terms, and quite frankly, the hazard of electrocution of students is extremely high because the water is pouring into the roof, into the electrical panel, into electrical circuit, and it's purely by the grace of God that a child hasn't been hurt or killed in an accident, he stated. I am calling on the Minister of Education to, as a matter of urgency, address the conditions of the school. We owe it to the 200 and odd children who attend this school on a weekly basis, added Bunting. The opposition senator chided the government over the revelation that nearly $360 million was paid over to the Tax Administration Jamaica in a lease for an unoccupied building in Mandeville based on the report. The Auditor General report that the TAG is yet to occupy the building it leased in Greenville, Manchester, despite sending a total of Jamaican $356.8 million as of August 31, 2023. When you look at the 400 and odd million that the government has spent paying for an unoccupied building in Mandeville in this same parish since 2019, when they signed the lease and the money could build an entire new school here, stated Bunting. He also criticized the management of resources for communities to benefit from the bauxite aluminum industry. When you consider the value that has been extracted by the bauxite aluminum industry from the communities surrounding the school, it is absolutely unacceptable that this is the condition of the school today, he noted. Mobe Business Group will not condone toll for Long Hill bypass. The Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Oral Heaven, has signaled that it will be fighting against attempts by the authorities to include a toll on the Long Hill bypass in St. James. We need to look at the perimeter road, serious business. The toll, having a toll for the Long Hill Road, which is necessary road, that is something that the Chamber will not condone, Oral Heavens told reporters following his re-election as president for a 3rd time on Wednesday. Last month, the state-owned National Road Operating and Constructing Company told hoteliers that the bypass would be developed into a 4-lane dual carriageway as part of the Montego Bay Perimeter Road project, which is under construction. Errol Mortley, environmental manager of the NROCC, said the project consultant advised NROCC that it would make a lot more sense if we design a 4-lane road to have it fit with the Montego Bay Bypass Road and include tolling facilities with it. NROCC said because of the Long Hill section of the project, which will be 6 kilometers of 4 passing lanes, 2 toll booths would be required. A toll plaza on the Montego Bay Perimeter Road will be located in the Irwin area. Heaven said the group does not support the decision for the bypass. We definitely will have to speak with the powers that be about that, said Heaven, the center director of the Scotiabank Private Banking. He was re-elected unopposed at the Chamber's annual general meeting at the University of the West Indies Mona Western Jamaica campus. He said a major plank of new terms will be increasing lobbying for the members. Lobbying means our members have to speak to us. We beg our members to tell us because we work on your behalf, so we have to push them to help us to help them. There is much work to be done in the next 7 months, which will be the shortest administration in the history of this chamber. Our focus will remain steadfast on continuing to focus on providing first-class health care through Conroe Regional Hospital. Also, collective security and strengthening partnership with all relevant agencies, from the police to the municipal, Heaven stated. The top leader of the chamber includes businessman Lee, who will remain as first vice president, and Nadine Spence, 6th Rent-at-All-Car managing director, and Era chapter chairman of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourism Association Montego Bay, who has been elevated to second vice president. Attorney at law Paulette Neal has been elected as third vice president. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.